Hello, folks. Welcome back. This is Chris live in central Pennsylvania. There we go. And we're just underway here at Ellis Park. Apologies for not getting lineups to you, but just seconds into the contest. And the Lions kick off to Benetton. They now have the ball for a line out here, just seconds into this game. Literally down to the wire, reporting breaking news out of South Africa this hour. Shootings and all kinds of other stuff going on. So it took a few moments to get into this one here. Make sure I got my sound off. I do. And the Lions have the ball going inside the 10-meter line. Morne Vandenberg feeding that ball. Morne Vandenberg digs it out, comes to the near side. Lions look to be good here. Kuhn Horn with the movement, the fullback. Ruck is formed. Morne Vandenberg digs it out, sends it over the middle, crashing forward in this EPCR Challenge Cup. Vandenberg spins. The ball was lost forward. It'll be a scrum to Benetton. Yeah, welcome to the program, folks. How many people are here? Well, we got a couple people here. Thanks for being here. All right, nothing. This game's just getting started. Let's get them lined up here. From left to right, it's Benetton. So Benetton left to right. There we go. All right. So it'll be a scrum to Benetton, a minute 32 into the contest. For the Lions, Kuhn Horn is treatment for one of the players on the pitch right now, one of the Lions. Kuhn Horn at fullback, Kelly Mpeko on the right wing, Eric Cronier and Bronson Mills in the center. It's Ron Fenter getting treatment. Edwin Cater on the left wing, Chris Smith. What a steal for the Lions, getting him from the Bulls at fly half. Morne Vandenberg scrum half. Frankie Horn is the captain, wearing the number 8 jersey. Ron Fenter, Jared Cairns. Locks are Reinhard Northnagel and Etienne Oosthuizen. Front row is Asenati Labakanye, Franco Murray, and S.J. Kotza. Kobani Bobo is one of the announcers along with Butch James in the booth for English. Off the bench, Morne Brandon, Eddie Davids, R.F. Skuman, Darian Landsberg, Renzo Duplessis, Nico Sten, Richard Creel, and Gianni Lombard. Here's the scrum finally. 2 minutes in now. We're ready to get this scrum underway. Bind, set, engage. And it's holding up. Ball gets put in the pipe by Benetton. Benetton's scrum half, Andy Uren. They go wide. Benetton's got players on the outside. The Lions have got to close the gap. They go over midfield as Reno Smith feeds that ball back to another player. And Benetton gets inside the 10-meter line. Tackled there by Bronson Mills. Ball is dug out. And they come charging forward to the 10-meter line into the hands of Eli Stamen. Stamen is tackled there. A few South Africans playing on this Benetton side, including Stamen and Reno Smith. Now they're back to midfield as the Lions defense is adjusted very well here. A few bits of turf dug up out there now at Ellis Park. That ball gets back to midfield. Morne Vandenberg in on that tackle. Very active. Nice pass to the wing. Picked up out there. Oh, there's a huge hit by Edwin Cater. Just buries a player at the 10-meter line. Benetton, lots of phases, but they haven't penetrated that 10-meter line. Now they get just past it. Ball's dug up by Andy Uren. He sends it back to the center. Going to come to the near side. And it's passed right to one of the Lions. Lions have it. Ruck is formed. They finally have possession here. Let's see what they do with it. Instead of kicking away, they're going to hold on to it as they go outside. Frankie Horn offloads that ball to Jared Cairns. Cairns up short of midfield. And here they come back the other direction. Ball bounces loose on the turf, and Labakanye picks it up. Asenati Labakanye at his 10-meter line. All right, Lions, not much there. Probably going to kick it away here. Looking for a box kick from Morne Vandenberg. He lofts it over the top. Ball's going to get down around the 36-meter line where it's taken successfully by Benetton and then missed tackles there. Frankie Horn comes from behind and makes the tackle. Andy Uren for Benetton. Benetton comes this way in their trademark green and white hoops. To the outside they come. Oh, they have to feed it back inside. Reno Smith runs into a wall. Kelly Mpeko is there. He tackles him. The official is Kevin Braley of France. Penalty against the Lions for not releasing the tackle. Labakanye called for it. So Kevin Braley from France. The side judges are Luc Ramos and Flavien Bourquet from France. Horquet, not Bourquet. And Julien Castagani. All French officials for this contest with an Italian and South African side. Thank you to everybody that's here. Appreciate you being here. Be sure to hit the like button if you haven't done that already. Okay. All right, so let's keep it going here. So, no score early in this game, just 4 minutes and 19 seconds into the contest. Unbelievable, folks. So we got a break in the action while we got a player coming in. Who's coming in? Faaso comes in for Lamaro. Lamaro goes out. So Michel Lamaro is the captain. He's out. Replaced by Fafaso in just 4 minutes and 29 seconds. I think it might be an HIA. What a kick from Benetton. Munga kicks this monster after that penalty. Puts Benetton in deep position down at the 5-meter line. That's an incredible kick. Absolutely incredible, folks. That's incredible. Line out successful. Benetton driving at the 5-meter line. Lions got their backs up against the wall here early, just 5 minutes into the contest. But the rolling ball is going nowhere. Call to use it once. Andy Oren digs it out, looking for space. Down to 3 meters. Tackled by Bronson Mills. Now they go towards the post. Oh, first tackler missed. They got down to 1 meter just by the post. There's space there. Now they're going to go wide, and there's plenty of space out here in the wing. Can somebody get there? No. Oh, nicely done. They throw it loose on the turf, and on the wing, it's Reno Smith. 5:35, Reno Smith in the corner gets a try for Benetton. There you go, 5:35. That's a bit surprising how soft the Lions defense was there. Reno Smith with the try. Lions got themselves in deep trouble here very quickly. Unfortunate. So let's see what we got here. Lions. It's Benetton, excuse me. He was unmarked out there. 5:35. Tough conversion coming up here, though. Morgan now will try to kick this. After his brilliant kick, put him down there 5 meters. He's the one who set this try up, essentially. Here's the kick, and the whistle blew after he kicked it, and he missed it anyway. So it will be a 5-0 game. Benetton off to a good start in the Highveld. Mays, it's not easy, trust me. I'm busy doing 2 things here at once now. It's crazy. Benetton has the restart. Ruck is formed inside their 22. Oren has been told to use it once. He has not yet. Here comes the launch. Over the top it goes from about his 10-meter line. That's going to go in. That thing went way in the air, but it's going to go out to about 30 meters. Not a bad kick. Not great, but not a bad kick. Okay, Benetton is not respecting the gap. Franco Murray throws it in, and Frankie Horn comes down with it. There goes Jared Kearns. Jared Kearns picking up a head of steam, picks up about 6 meters. He's tackled there. Mornay Feindenberg sends it right across the middle, a little springbok scrum half out there. And the Benetton player not rolling away. Now they kick it out of there. There's a penalty. That's an easy 3 points if they want it. It's right in front of the post. It's right at 22. That was cynical. Are they going to go for the post? Or are they going to kick it up? They're going for the corner. Going for the corner. They're not even going to mess around here with the post. So Chris Smith will line it up here. Oh, they're not going for the corner. He's going to kick it. Easy kick. That's what I figured. Shouldn't be going to corner. It's an easy 3 points. Just take the points and offer. Chris Smith is money from here. Everybody's money here. It's right in front of the post. All right, it's 5-3 as the ball slotted through the post, right through the middle by Chris Smith, and the Lions are on the board after Benetton drew first blood. Yeah, so they're on the board. Morning Findebag kicks it into touch, and they bring it back into play as Benetton from their 10-meter line. Over the middle goes to Reno Smith, high into the air. Oh, Kuhnhorn with a great job catching the ball. And Smith chased that down at the Lions 30-meter line and not rolling away against Benetton, so a penalty here. Oh, yeah, definitely. Reno Smith was pinned in there, couldn't get himself out, couldn't extricate himself. Crazy stuff, folks. All right, so here we go. So the Lions will move down the pitch 10 minutes, 24 seconds into the contest, and they'll have a line out in Benetton territory. Chance to add some points here. Let's see how it goes. They go way deep to Bronson Mills. Man, that was halfway across the field. That was a long line out. So just outside the 22, Morning Findebag. Oh, it's lost forward by Oosthuizen. It's a forward knock on. And there goes Benetton. Sloppy tackling by the Lions. But that knock on eventually going to be over as that ball's kicked all the way down the pitch around the 22. Kuhnhorn, he throws the ball over to Morning Findebag. Morning Findebag is dancing, but he's got trouble. He needs help. There's Smith. Kaliampeku looking for help out in the wing. He gets it. Bronson Mills down the sideline. Comes Jared Cairns over the 10-meter line. Not tackled. Gets up and goes again. Trying to recycle this thing. There you go. Morning Findebag over to Frankie Horn. Horn drives forward. But the Lions squandered a lot of territory, but they did pick it back up here. Not quite back to where they started. Morning Findebag over the top. The chase is on. Going to be around the 10-meter line on the Benetton side. It's knocked forward by Kaliampeku. Should be a knock-on advantage for Benetton now. Lost forward. Andy Earn will dig it out of a ruck. He sends it into Thomas Gallo, or as they like to say, Gajo, but it's spelled Gallo. Call to use it. Kicked over the top. Benetton scrum half sends down to around this Lions 10-meter line, where, boy, Kuhnhorn is just buried there. Just buried by Louis Lanai. Just puts him down and not releasing the ball. And this is a great spot for Benetton to put some points up if they want. If they can make it from here, easy 3 points on offer here if they want it. All right, so here we go. Umanga going to try to go for the points here and make an 8-3 game. Missed his first kick on the conversion. It was a tough angle. This is a bit better angle for him. Oh, just inside the left post. He gets it 8-3. Man, that just stayed inside that left post. Amaze, I thought you couldn't see. That's why you weren't interacting. You're welcome to get the chat. The more chat there is, the better the algorithm. But it's got to be for more people, not just one person. But you don't have to not get involved in the chat. It's fine. The rugby, I get a little distracted by the game. I don't see the chat too often. But here's the restart from the Lions. It goes all the way back to the 1-meter line. That's a heck of a kick. And Oren has to launch it, and he sends the ball. Of course, it's a high vel. The ball's flying today. That's going to nice clearance kick. That's brilliant. Wow. Eddie Earn got that ball all the way out to the 45-meter line. 44-meter kick into touch. That's incredible. Okay, Michel Lamaro is back in the game. So we'll make that change. He comes back into the game at 13:58. He went out at 5:42, so it wasn't a HIA because that wasn't 10 minutes. Must have been a blood bin. There's a lot of red at the top of his scrum hat, so maybe that's what it was. Don't forget, after this, folks, the Bulls are coming up. Going to be a huge game against Bordeaux. Franco Marais will throw it in. Line out is tipped backwards in the air, and Morty Feidenberg spears it out of the air. Bronson Mills offloads Jareth Cairns just in time. Cairns, oh boy, he beats a wall in the form of Manuel Zuliani. He's tackled just back near midfield. Lost a few meters there. Chris Smith going to kick it to the near side. Hines here chases on by Kelly Mpeku, but it's a little far. And Reno Smith tries to get it. Now here comes Bronson Mills inside the 22. Feeds it back inside to Frankie Horn. He's at the 21. Morty Feidenberg, there's a space. He didn't take it. He gave it to Oosthuizen instead. Or Esterhuizen, excuse me. It's Oosthuizen. Yeah, it was Oosthuizen. They go wide. The Lions have help outside, but they took too long, and now the ball is stripped. And they lose it forward. Jared Cairns was stripped of the ball. Lions had something promising there, but they took too long to pass it outside. Shame. Shame. 15 minutes off the clock now. 8-3. Benetton winning at Ellis Park. Lions have got to get their act together. I picked them to win in Super Brew. Don't mess up my Super Brew, boys. Super Brew's not working. All right, clock was stopped, and now time is going back on now. Super Brew is not working. 15:33, behind, set. Into the pipe it goes, and early engagement by Benetton is going to get a free kick to the Lions. I would imagine a tap and go from here, and there goes Morty Feidenberg, but that's not the mark. That wasn't the mark. We're going to tap and go, I think, from the 24-meter line. Franco Marais will tap and go. Let's go. He's out of breath. Tap, and they go. Quick tap. So the Lions had the ball just outside of 22. Feidenberg trying to get in there, but there's legs. Over the middle it goes. Eric Cronier. Cronier inside of 22. Did he offload that ball to Frankie Horn? Wow. Who got it? Boy, the ball keeps changing hands, but the Lions still have it. Into the middle come charging Lions. Oosthuizen. They come near side. Bronson Mills gets it to Kelly Mpeku. Threw it low, but Mpeku recovers. Swings back inside, nearly evades a tackle, but the Benetton, Labakanye charging through the middle like a buffalo. And here we go. Oosthuizen tackled inside the 22. And Morty Feidenberg kicks it in the air to the wing. That's way too much. That was just a bad move. So Morty Feidenberg turned over possession. I'm really not sure what he was up to there. So the Lions turned the ball over inside the 22. Well, I'm going to come back out to the edge of 22. Really, he just kicked too much on that. The ball just took off. It's meant for Kelly Mpeku. But it was nowhere near him. Nowhere near him. Excuse me. Unbelievable. Line out successful to Benetton from their 22. They're into the middle of the pitch. Zuliani carries forward. Andy Oren digs it out, sends it on the outside. Alessandro Issacour is tackled. Oren will dig it out from the 26-meter line. Box kick over the top. The ball's going to get down to about the 10-meter line. Kelly Mpeku waiting for it. Well, he's got it. That was a brave retreat or brave possession. Knock on by the Lions. He did a great job getting it, but Louis Lanai caused a little headache for him after the catch, and they turned it over. Boy, Super Brew is out, folks. Not even coming up. There it is. Maybe it'll come back now. There we go. Oh, I'm off to a bad start here. Every game today I've got a red in so far. That's not good. Whoops. Zenomanga is down. So while he's getting treatment, I'll give you the Benetton lineup. Reno Smith, the South African. Thomas Gajo is getting treatment. Reno Smith is at fullback. Louis Lanai on the right wing. Or the Tommaso Menicello and Leonardo Marin are in the center. Ignacio Mendy on the left wing. A lot of Argentine nationals here. Jacob Manga at the fly half. Andy Urin is the scrum half. Possession about 53% for the Lions. Territory 65, so favoring them thus far. Michel Lamaro is the captain. Manuel Zuliani, Eli Sneyman, Nicolo Canone, and then the front row is Simone Ferrari, Bautista Bernasconi, and Thomas Gaio. Off the bench, Nicholas Gasparini, Mirko Spagnolo, Gisk Ziloci, Federico Ruza, Sotalo Foaso, who came in briefly earlier, Ricardo Favoretto, Alessandro Garbisi, and Tomas Albornez. Lots of Argentine nationals playing for Benetton. And we are ready now. 19 minutes off the clock. And it is a Lions scrum. Okay, he gave the wrong signal. Set. Morty Feinberg puts it in the pipe. And Benetton's getting a nice push on this. We better get out of there. He gets it out just in time. They get over the middle. Charging up. Bronson Mills doing a good job today. Now they play the 9. No penalty call. They tackled Morty Feinberg. Now we finally got a penalty call. Penalty advantage the Lions playing. There was Labakanye back up to midfield. Shoving players out of the way. Morty Feinberg over the middle. Oh, nice run Fenton with a carry down to 10-meter line. The Lions are building some pressure here now. Jared Cairns now drives into the line. Got another advantage for not rolling away. That's 2 or 3 penalties in a row now. And they got space. Chris Smith sends that ball. Oh, nice passing here by the Lions. Frankie Horn out to the wing. You have to wait for it. Outside. Cater now. And the ball gets loose. Going to come back. 20 minutes now. First 20 minutes, Benetton was going to win that at my mark and mark. 20 minutes off the clock. There were multiple advantages there. Let's see what the Lions play on that. Good choice. My stomach upset. Excuse me. Offside. Offside. They're going to play that one. Lots of Mills a little shaken up there. He's a slight of stature, but a tough guy. Maybe he's just got the wind knocked out. We're not sure. Down on one knee on the pitch. Waiting to see what they're going to do here. So the clock is stopped at 20:41 as Mills gets treatment out there. Waiting to see what the Lions are going to do. Somebody's got a substitution. Who's got a substitution? I don't see any substitution. They're going to go for the points? I think they're going for the points. Straight down the middle. They're debating it now. What are you going to do? Make a decision here. Still haven't decided. They're milking this timeout, this water break. Something introduced in Major League Rugby, the water break and the 20-minute red card. So I still don't know what he's doing. There's a lot of lollygagging going on here, including the official. He's going to decide what he's up to. Are they going for the post? What are we waiting on here? Huge break in the action. Okay, I guess we have to wait till they decide what they want to do here. It's crazy. Time back on. Nope, they're going to kick to the corner. Offside. These were makeable penalties, so they're going to go for the corner here. Especially Chris Smith. That's money. So it's a good kick. Takes them down about 9 meters. Decent kick. It'll be a line out for the Lions. Sorry, Werner. Yep. Busy uploading things, aren't I? Pass comes in. Maul. They're not going anywhere. So Bronson Mills breaks away. Mornay Feineberg pulls it out, sends it over to Bronson Mills. We got obstruction. The Lions set that up and gave obstruction. Have turned the ball over. 3 points go begging. Could have closed the gap. Now they've given the ball away just 6 meters out. Shame. Up, kicked in a touch. So where's the obstruction? Oh, wow. Eric Cronier's called for the obstruction. I don't know about that. Yeah. Called it to Kelly Pecco, and Pecco didn't do anything. He stayed back. So it'll be a Benetton line out from about their 36-meter line. It goes long, and it's laying out there, picked up by Franco Moret. Benetton with a big mistake. The Lions get the ball back. Mornay Feineberg. Oh, it's tipped backwards, and Chris Smith runs into Rowan Fenta. So now the Lions are back to the 38-meter line. Franco Moret to Kelly Pecco. Pecco outside here to Jared Cairns. Cairns with a big carry. Driving forward. Ruck is for him. Mornay Feineberg going to dig it out, send it back towards the middle. Lions not getting anywhere at the moment. Pecco. Ooh, he's shoved backwards. Huge hit there by Alessandro Issacore. Labacanie tries to shove players back. Not very successful. Chris Smith. Benetton's defense is up to the task at the moment. Here comes a kick from Chris Smith to the right side, far side of the pitch. There's 3 Lions over there. It goes up in the air, and it's caught by Benetton. The Lions give the ball away. Called a use for Andy Uren. Carried forward by Ferrari. Benetton now in a ruck. Kicked high into the air. It's a box kick. It's going to go around midfield. It's knocked backwards initially, but then into the hands of Benetton. Gee, many crickets. Well, we got a problem here. Offsides. Offsides against Thomas Gallo. So Lions will come back. Gallo looks really disappointed. Can't believe he was offside, shaking his head. They're going to go for the post out. They had an easy kick a few minutes ago. Now they're going to go from a tough angle here. I don't understand the Lions' logic here. It's a tough kick. They were all in front of the runner. Yep. And a big guy at that. 48 people here, folks. Be sure to hit the like button. Do we have any likes on this one? Yeah, 32 likes. Well, that's something. It's a start. Thank you for that. So let's see what Chris Smith can do here, folks. Here's the kick. Looks good. Nope. Missed it. Missed it. See, they give up an easy kick, then they go for a long one. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Lions not making the best choices here early in this game. So we're beyond about 24 minutes here in the contest, and there's still trail. Disappointing so far. So we'll come back for the reset here. Here's the restart. It's going to go down to around the 28-meter line. Fenter comes flying up, almost to midfield. Nice carry. Mornay Feineberg. The Lions having a hard time breaking that defense. Oh, way offside by Benetton, not called. Great job here by the Lions to get that Kuhn horn. A lot of pressure from, a lot of work at the breakdown here that looks a little bit legal, but no call. The Lions all the way back to their own 30-meter line now. It's 20 meters on the exchange. Kuhn horn saved the ball, though. He can't get to it. These guys are slowing down play at the ruck. So Mornay Feineberg kicks it over the top to about midfield. Knocked down, goes backwards. But Benetton once again secures the ball. The Lions are not getting the loose balls, and a penalty here for being off their feet. Another mistake by the Lions. A lot of mistakes taking place here early in this contest. Shame. My goodness. So let's that one go begging. So, Benetton out with the line out, down around the Lions, 22 on the far side of the pitch. 4 penalties on the Lions, 4 on Benetton so far. Here's the line out. This one's successful, but not straight. Three static receivers. I haven't seen that penalty call before. I have to brush up on my laws. So they turn over to the Lions, get a free kick, and Chris Smith kicks it down the pitch. That could be a 50-22. No, it doesn't have the angle. But it is going to run all the way down to the 7-meter line. That's a hell of a kick by Chris Smith. And here comes Reno Smith. He's going to kick it from inside his 22, looking for touch. And it's taken over there by Kuhn Horn. But he's going to scratch the better part of Valley. He's going to take the mark that they give him. That was smart. Very well done by Chris Smith. All right, here we go. Lions line out from their 10-meter line. Frankie Horn comes down with it. Fenter with a carry again, surging through the middle. Tackled over the 45-meter line. Call to use it. Morning Funderbeck just got there. He's being told to use it, just now picking the ball up. He kicks it over the top. Chases on by Kelly Mpeku. And Louis Lanai comes down with it easily as Mpeku overruns it. Louis Lanai kicks it down the pitch. And that ball's chased down by Chris Smith. Kuhn Horn over the middle. He's going to kick it back. Oh, Reno Smith got shoved in the back of the head. Taking it to 22, Andy Uren. Here comes Benetton. Now we're playing ping pong. Ball's kicked the other direction, inside the 22. But Smith was there. He adjusted for it. He kicks it from inside his 22, looking for touch. Nope, at the 22. Andy Uren comes up to his own 10-meter line, kicks it high into there, hoists the ball. Chris Smith down around the 24. He runs around, looking for help. He gets tackled high and is buried. Ball's available. Funderbeck. Oosthuizen. He's tackled immediately. Lost a meter. Call to use it. Funderbeck will dig it out. Going to go for the box kick. This game is not even remotely exciting at this point. And Louis Lanai chased down by Kelly Mpeku. He's pushed off the ball. By Reno Smith. The Lions got to be careful. They're getting close to offside. Bernasconi tackled short of the 10-meter line. Ruck is formed again. Call to use it. And the Uren hoisted into the air. That ball's going to go not that far. Louis Lanai knocks it backwards. And the ball just keeps bouncing the Benetton way. Manga kicks for space. That's going to go inside of 22. All the way down to about the 2-meter line. Finally picked up by Kuhn Horn, who will send in a touch and slow the game down. I'm not so sure that was the right decision. So they allow Benetton to gain about 35 meters on that exchange. That's not good. My goodness. Crazy stuff going on here, folks. So, Bautista Bernasconi now will throw it in, 36 meters away. Successful over the middle it comes. Benetton now. Uren goes wide. Oh, there's a break right through the middle, and there goes Louis Lanai down inside the 22. They're going, Andy Uren, and it's knocked on. That's knocked on. Cater strips the ball, thankfully. Oh, Andy Uren just 5 meters out, and he gets stripped of the ball. But the Lions are in a lot of trouble there with 31 minutes off the clock. They were about to experience a disaster. Now they have a 5-meter scrum. Oof, 6-meter scrum. That was close. That was close. My goodness. They're living dangerously are the Lions. Neither one really showed much semblance of an attack here thus far. So we're waiting for this to get set up. Oh boy. Waiting for the scrum now. Lions scrum deep in their own territory. Crouch. Bind. Set. Call to use it. Kuhnhorn kicks the ball for, doesn't find touch, or does he? He does find touch. So that takes some of the pressure off the Lions. It was really looking bad there for a moment. So it'll be a line out for Benetton, Lions side of the pitch again. That's beginning to become a refrain we've said too often. Line out successful. Here it come over the middle now. Marin with a carry. They're down inside the 10-meter line. Oren sends it wide. Oh, nearly intercepted by the Lions, and let it get past. And down the sideline come. Now Louis and I tackled about 30 meters out. Andy Oren digs it out. Oh, that was obstruction right there by Benetton, not called. They stopped the Lions try earlier by obstruction. Exact same play where the player cuts in front. No call. Mendy now. Ignacio Mendy comes wide. Morty Funderberg can't get to him, but he has to cut back. And there's Morty Funderberg. Never gave up. He makes the tackle 28 meters away. So we're on the near side of the pitch now. Ruck is formed. They dig it out. Send it towards the middle. Into the hands of Nicola Canone. Canone runs into Jared Cairns, and he goes down. Ball's dug out. Back to the center. Here it comes. Benetton now. Ooh, counter ruck. Bronson Bill's knocked to the ground. They hit him in the head. Ball's lost forward by Benetton and picked up by the Lions. We're going to come back. First knock on. It's going to be a scrum to the Lions. 34 minutes off the clock in a rather pedestrian game thus far, folks. Rather pedestrian game thus far. Disappointing to say the least. My goodness. So the DJ keeps playing music. I don't blame him. It's a pretty boring game. First half nearly gone, and the Lions in only 3 points on the board. Could have had 9 if they'd make the right decisions. And Kobani Bobo is saying that every time you inside 22, they look threatening, but they got to get inside too. They got to get inside there is the point. Here comes the scrum finally, waiting for this. Crouch. Bind. Set. Use the ball as the call. Lions pull it out. Smith comes this way. Kick forward by Eric Coronia. It's going to bounce down around the 22. Stays in play, though. Picked up by Reno Smith right on the touchline. And he kicks it down the pitch. Lions being told to retreat. They're too slow. Going to need to call for offsides. Don't get back there. That ball, and when Cater gives chase, Urin gets it. Umanga now dancing, and Bronson Mills once again there for a tackle. Doing a fantastic job as Bronson Mills. And the Urin gets it up. Very slow-paced game thus far, folks. Small crowd, too. Not much happening here. Kicked high into the air. Chase is on. And it bounces and then lost forward by, it'll be a scrum to the Lions. Another knock on. Crazy. Another knock on. So scrub to the Lions with just 3.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Oh, boy. Here we go. Scrum to Lions. Really slowing the game down, these scrums. Fine. Set. 3 handling errors by Lions. 5 by Benetton. Seems like more. They go wide. Here comes Smith. He's got Kuhn Horn looking for 50-22. Oh, and it goes right into Kelly and Peku's hands. They misjudged it. 37 minutes. It's a try to Kelly and Peku. The Lions are back. Wow, that was something else. That's just a total, man, oh man, what do you say about that? Kelly and Peku's first try ever in a Challenge Cup. Life almost at the end of the half for the Lions. That ball bounces. This is a brilliant kick by Kuhn Horn. It bounces up, and it goes, and Louis Lenai runs right past it, right into the hands of Kelly and Peku. That's a huge mistake by Benetton. My goodness. It's going to be an easy conversion, so I'll put those points on the board now. Oof. Just before halftime, the Lions are going to go ahead for the first time in the game. And great pursuit. That's why you never stop chasing the ball in this game. Wow. 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 Here's the conversion. Kick is good. And it's 10-8. Wow. Oh, man, oh, man. Wow, that's a nice change of events for the Lions there. It's a brilliant kick. And it went the wrong way. And Kelly and Peku was like Johnny on the spot. You're not getting an easier try than that. What a gift. What a gift. Kuhn Horn with a brilliant setup there. Man, oh, man, oh, man. That's something else. That's just plain crazy, folks. Here's a restart down around the 7-meter line. Mornay Funderburg takes it. He's going to launch it towards touch. Long kick, but let's see where the mark is. Good clearance by Mornay Funderburg. And it's going to be all the way back to the 44-meter line on the other end of the pitch. That's a hell of a kick from his 5-meter line. Nicely done by Mornay Funderburg. Crazy. Munga. Chris Smith with a tackle in the middle of the pitch. Lions now leading with less than a minute left in the first half. Less than a minute left in the first half. Reno Smith. Oh, Kelly and Peku nearly fell over. He's falling backwards. He takes the mark. Oh, my goodness. The wind must have carried it. Wow, Kelly and Peku with a hell of a catch there. That was unbelievable. Looked like he was going to muff it up. That would have been an easy try for Benetton. But he just lays his body out and catches that as he's falling backwards. Misjudged of the wind. I'm not sure what it was. But he looks for touch. He doesn't find it. Reno Smith has it his 30-meter line with 10 seconds left in the half. And they kick it away. The Lions can put it in a touch here. And Chris Smith is tackled at the 26-meter line. Mornay Funderburg, there's the hooter. And he just kicks it in a touch. And that's the half. 10-8. Woof, man. 10-8. 10-8 as they go into the locker room. Wow. So Benetton looking pretty good, but they lose the lead late in the first half here as the Lions get a really good bounce and then nearly return the favor, but somehow avoid that by Kelly and Peku. Whew, man, that was close. That was close. So halftime, let's see how I'm doing on my scoreboard. I got the Lions winning, I got Cardiff winning, and I've got Claremont is getting their hat handed to them by Saracen, so that was going to go against me. It's unfortunate, but I can't get them all. Yeah, the Lions have scored there late in the first half, so there you go, folks. Yeah, enjoy. Where's it at here? A second. Let me find this. Take that down for the second half. Enjoy this for a few minutes. All right. This is Springback Glory.
Under the southern sun, the green and gold shine bright. On the field of honor, they battle with all their might. From the scrums to the tries, they always find their way. Springboks rising higher day after day. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true, better than the rest in every test they pursue. From the dusty fields to the world stage they've roared. Legends carved in history, their spirit soared. In the hearts of a nation, they ignite the flame. Every tackle, every try, echoing their name. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true, better than the rest in every test they pursue. Through the blood, the sweat, the cheers and the pain, they carry the hopes of a country like a chain. From the whistles blow to the final play, they prove their greatness every single day. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true, better than the rest in every test they pursue.
Sorry, folks. I'm busy taking care of an email I had to send. Yeah, win, win, win. It's good stuff. I need to get a drink. Excuse me. I've got cotton mouth now. Completely dry mouth here. Give me a second here to get something. What should I get? A Starbucks, or tea, or a Coke? Yeah, my ability to cover the Cheetahs game is in the air at the moment. I'm trying to secure that for tomorrow. Yep. All right. How are we doing today? Let's see. Not a lot of people tuned in for those lines. We should have better attendance for the Bulls game, hopefully. We started the day at 6:01. We've gained 3 subscribers. All right, that's something. Nothing great. Weird weather in the East Rand. Okay, lots of thunder, but no rain. Coke, says Andre. Grab some food. I don't need food. I just need something to drink. So give me a moment here. Go get something to drink. I need something. There's the cotton mouth here. Still haven't gotten around to Starbucks yet. So that was a rather uninspiring first half, folks. Uninspiring first half. So we'll switch ends for the second half, and the Lions will be coming from the left now instead of the right. So there we go for the second half. Just 2 tries in this game. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Meanwhile, I'm busy with lots of content on my regular channel. So let's see. Oh, yeah. Looking good. Busy today. Oh, boy. Not really getting any subscribers, though. Amazed. Yeah. You think there's not a lot of sugar? It's worse. It's high fructose corn syrup in this crap. This isn't sugar. You know, the Lions have really got to pick their socks up. They fooled me because they played so well last week. I thought they'd win this game running away. That was a hell of a kick from Mornay. Yeah, bounce has been going their way. You're right. Yeah, it's converted. It was an easy conversion. It was right on the post. If the Lions had two different teams, a good team, wow, and the team can play games like this where you wonder where that team went exactly. Yep, that's exactly how I feel about the Lions. Terrible at home last week. They dominated the Bulls. Now they can hardly do anything against Benetton. Yep. Lions by 3. They got more than 3 points now. I picked them by 10. Vanna says to make a official commentator choice in Supersport and pay you. Well, thank you, Vanna. It's very kind of you. I don't think Supersport's interested in me. Yep, no storms here, though, so it's fortunate for me. Other people are suffering from storms. Huh. Got some strange things going on here with refugees. All right, busy. I was typing there, folks. Sorry about that. Thank you for your patience. I had to send something on behalf of a refugee to try to sort something out for them. It never ends. They don't want me to have Starbucks. Listen to all this weather discussion about South Africa. It's interesting, to say the very least. Apparently, my video, which only has 11,500 views, got a lot of people in a tiz over on my regular channel talking about the number of refugees that have come over. So we'll wait and see. I'm sure that somebody in South Africa, one of these so-called news sites, will use my video for their story. Yeah. Okay. Come on. What's going on here? No, my damn WhatsApp is locking up. There we go. Hard for me because my supported Lions until he died. Oh, you're okay. From crappy cancers. Oh, sorry. Okay. Sorry about that, Maze. Had yesterday a big hailstorm. Well, folks, we will be covering the Bulls, and hopefully it'll be a lot more exciting than this game. This game has been like watching paint dry, unfortunately. Sorry about that, but we can't control the games. Looking like slightly overcast skies there on the southeast corner of Joburg, and very sparse crowd, ladies and gentlemen. I have bigger meet and greets than they're at Ellis Park right now. Honestly, that's not a boast. I don't even see 500 people there. I've had bigger meet and greets. That's crazy. So let's see how I'm doing. Claremont's getting slaughtered. Yeah, it's going to cost me a game there. I should have gone with Saracens. I don't know why I didn't go with the Saracens. I should have known better. Anyway, it seems like a long intermission, or is it just me? Maybe it's just me. Okay. I don't like when I get one tick message, tick note on a person. Hopefully the second tick mark will come. Kids up in the stands with their parents. A lovely little girl there. There's a dad and son eating those Simba chips. All these kids waving to the crowd. They found a few spots where there's anybody at. A couple girls not looking too thrilled with what's going on. Okay, the Lions are finally starting to come back out on the pitch. Slowly. All right, so we'll get ready for the end of the half. Let me take the halftime marker off this time. Let's not forget it. All right. Okay, 10-8 Lions out in front. Halftime. Up in the booth, it's Butch James and Nkubani Bobo. Somebody I interviewed during the Rugby World Cup in France. Called him up from my hotel room, did the interview. Okay. So Lions will be from left to right now. And we're almost ready to get started for second half. Hopefully they got a bit of a tongue lashing in the locker room. Louis Linus had a really good game so far for Benetton. Done a great job on the high ball. Great job tackling the Lions as well. Need to get their bootstraps pulled up here. Joyce Malamas finally opened his mouth. We ready? Here's the restart. Looks like the sun has finally come out, and it's covering 3/4 of the pitch. And Ron Fenter comes away with the ball deep on the restart. He gets out beyond the 22. Vandenberg sends it back inside the 22. Kuenhorn loses the ball. I don't know what he was doing there. That was dumb. But the Lions pick it back up, and then he loses it forward again. So Kuenhorn knocks the ball on. And a strange start here as we get started. Eric Cronje with a tackle on this side. He's over top ball to get the jackal. He gets it. Turnover by the Lions. They have it. Frankie Horn gets the ball off the Bronson Mills, goes charging up the middle, still going with 3 guys on him. Bronson Mills up to 45 meters, not held, finally tackled. Well, he gained about 20 meters there with 3 guys all over him. Not Labakanye to Chris Smith. It goes wide. The Lions now got something cooking on the outside. And there's Jared Cairns over midfield. The runners ran past him. Ball's available. Chris Smith does a dummy, gets it back to Labakanye. Labakanye down to 45 meters. And not rolling out of way. Come on, where's the penalty at? My goodness. Michel Lamoureux held the pace up. Good job by Franco Murray to hold on to the ball. Eric Cronje dumped it in his lap as he's being tackled. Smith to Bronson Mills. He's going to kick it through. Oh, what a kick. He's going to put Benetton deep. That ball went out about the 3-meter line. That was a hell of a kick by Bronson Mills. Wow, well done by Bronson Mills. 41-32 in the second half. Here we go. Summertime in the Highveld. 5-meter line out to Benetton. What are we waiting on here? Whistle blows. Clock is stopped at 41:53. Looks like Bernasconi is down, seeking treatment. I don't know if he's gassed or what, but he's only back out there for 2 minutes. His shoulder. He's pointing to his shoulder. Bautista Bernasconi. So, medical crew comes out to tend to him. Oh boy. So it's a 5-meter line out to Benetton now. Here they go. They throw it in. They go deep, and it's not straight. Oh, from 5 meters out, they turn it over to the Lions. Oh, will the Lions go for a scrum here? Oh my goodness, Bernasconi really messed that up. That definitely faded about 1.5 meters, not straight. So the Lions will take a scrum. Smart move here. Drawing in those 8 players there. Bind. Set. Scrum's going nowhere. Morning Vandenberg. Oh, he should have just ran it in. Bronson Mills can't quite get there. Morning Vandenberg didn't go unselfishly, but there was a gap. He should have just taken it. Oh, nearly lost by Oosthuizen. Somehow he holds on to it. Lions still have the ball 5 meters out. Boy, Morning Vandenberg didn't see it. The gap was there, though. Labakanye. Advantage. They're playing advantage now as Chris Smith dancing. He's tackled about 8 meters back. Still playing advantage here, the Lions, but not really getting anything accomplished. The kick over the top, playing advantage. Oh, they're going to get it. Knocked backwards by Benetton and picked up. But we had an advantage here. Where's the whistle? Going to come back here for the penalty. What's the penalty? Offside, okay. And Labakani says scrum. The captain's Frankie Horn, but Labakani says scrum. Oh, yeah, way offside here. 4 guys are offside. So they're going to go with the scrum again. Last time, shame. Mornay Feinberg had a huge gap. He just didn't see it. Fair enough, it happened in real time. I have a better angle than he does. But Trainer out on the pitch. Is he going to get out of there? 44 Lions need to score here. Start putting some space between them and Benetton. There's Fonz in the chat. Set. And the Lions cut back in the middle. Cronier, he's tackled 1 meter out. Fenter, but he's going to be held up if he goes over there. He's short. There it is. There's the try. Ron Fenter at 45.01. He moved the ball and placed it. Ron Fenter with a try. It's his 4th try in the Challenge Cup. Wow. Should be an easy conversion for Chris Smith. Let's see what happens. Oh, boy. Nope, he's going to peel it left, so it's going to be 15-8. No conversion. $15-8. No conversion. That's unfortunate. Restart coming now. How are we doing here? 487 total viewers so far. Not so much. 49 likes. That's it? My goodness. Use it. Funderbeck digs it out of the ruck. Here's the kick. Finds touch. Okay, Benetton will get the line out. Here's the line out from Benetton. This time they get it straight. Oh, that was knocked on. Yep. Andy Aaron knocked it on. Labakani is out. Franco Murray's out, so 2 changes in the front row for the Lions. Benetton, he also had a change there. 48 minutes now off the clock. 15-8, Lions out in front. Crouch. Bind. Set. Oh, Bennett's a strong scrub, but they collapsed it. So they're going to go against them. A little bit of surprise to them there. I think that they replaced the hooker for Simon Ferrari is the one penalized for that. He's got blood on the top of his skull. Chris Smith from the 5-meter hash mark sends it down the pitch. Where's the mark going to be? It's a long distance kick, but we have to see where they mark it. So I'm not sure if they replaced the hooker there or not. Yeah. All right, so the Lions with the penalty will get back into Benetton space around the 37-meter line. And this will be Mornay Brandon, his first line out. Goes high in the air. Frankie Horn has to hit it. Ron Fenter can't get it. It's kicked by Andy Owen, but now Mpeko picks it up. Mpeko. Here comes Jared Cairns. Jared Cairns, like a bull in a china shop, offloads the ball backwards. Now here comes Frankie Horn this way. He gets to Chris Smith, who dumps it back that way. Lions being accused of obstruction, but really players are just running forward. They weren't in front of the ball. And not releasing the ball. Ron Fenter turns it over. Let's see your handle. Okay. I know Mayerton. It's a nice kick by Benetton. Takes him way down the other way. Forward pass by Benetton. Sorry about that, folks. I had to send an important text message there. So, unfortunately, Umaga throws a forward pass, and Benetton turns it over just when they were driving. 3 tries in this game, 2 to the Lions, 1. Yeah. Well, let's see. Yeah, it's a forward pass. Oh, yeah, look how far forward it went. Izakor. Charles Freistadt. 51-33. Lions need to stretch this lead now. Half an hour left. Lions still controlling possession and territory, dominating 58% possession, 6% territory, with only a half hour left in the contest. This will go a long way towards the Lions building some confidence for this competition. Reset. Babakanye is out of there now. Skuman is in. Only Eddie Davids from the Griquas has yet to make an appearance in that front row. A lot of time being munched up by the clock as we reset the scrum. Where's Marilyn? I thought Marilyn would be here. She's a Lions fan. And a big push by Benetton. It all goes wonky here. Can Lions, they lose it. Oh, the Lions lose the scrum. Oh, little jaw jacking going on out there with Benetton talking to Lions players. Wow. My goodness. It's a huge push there. So Mirko Spagnola, who came into the game for Thomas Gajo, they're going to go for the points here. It's a good scrum by Benetton. Lions really screwed that one up. Could cost them 3 points here. We started at 50 minutes. Now it's 53-45. And this is about a 43-meter kick from an angle. Umaga has a chance to close the gap. Down by 7 points. Distance shouldn't be an issue at this altitude. It's the angle he's got to get. Looking pretty good. Hit the post. And the Lions come away with it. It's Jared Cairns. He goes to Cronje. He kicks it down the pitch. So the Lions come out of that pretty well. Oh, went past Reno Smith. He's got to chase it down. He lost 20 more meters all the way back to the 10-meter line before he finally picks it up. So now he kicks it from inside his 22 for touch to slow things down. It'll be a Lions line out far side of the pitch. It's a pretty good clearance kick by Reno Smith, though. Wow. Good player. Tough break for Benetton there after winning that scrum. Oh, boy. I hope the Bulls game is more interesting than this. Sun has disappeared again. S.J. Coates is still out there. Well, it looks like Franco Murray is still out there. There's a Brandon. Line out successful to the Lions. Fundenberg to Chris Smith. He kicks it high into there. There's a big chase coming in from Kelly Pecco, I think. Oh, he hits Louis Lanai the moment he hits the ground. It's a good tackle. And not off their feet, and the Lions get a kickable penalty right here. All because of Kelly Pecco's chase. Wow. Well done by Kelly Pecco. So they got a chance to. Benetton didn't score 3 points. Now they have a chance to add 3 points in this end and make it a 10-point game. The Benetton player's like, what do you mean off my feet? We're going to take the points? All right, talking to TMO, we haven't had him. Okay, so Chris Smith going to go for the points for a change. Easy 3 points here. That'll make a 10-point game if he makes it. So Louis Lana, up, he perfect timing. And Rainer Smith. Oh, I don't agree. He wasn't off his feet. Oh, that guy's off his feet. He called the wrong number. Yeah, he didn't do anything wrong. So, yeah, I don't blame the Benetton player. He wasn't wrong. He was on his feet. He entered the ruck perfectly legally, so I don't know what that penalty was for. I think he just missed something there. So Bronson Mills comes over because the wind is messing with the ball here, so this might affect the kick. He's missed 2 kicks now. 11 seconds left. That one looks post, and it went through. Jiminy crickets. Another one hits the post. That one went through. It's 18-8 now. Jiminy cricket. Making it live dangerously here. 10 points is the margin of victory I had predicted. They can stop scoring now. All right. We got a substitution coming. Ricardo Favorito replaces Canone. And the Lions, on a contestable ball, are able to secure it on the restart. Approaching the last 20 minutes. Call to use it already. Now leading by 10. Thankfully, a game we haven't had a need for a TMO. Kelly and Pecco trying to strip the ball. And then Mornay Brandon driving back, but they somehow get the ball loose to Issachar. And Oren digs it out for Benetton. They come up midfield. Benetton coming over to the near side, working their way this direction. And over top of the ball is Bronson Mills. Counter-ruck shoves him backwards. He's a slight of frame fellow, but he's got a lot of heart. Umanga now still out there spinning over the midfield. Advantage for offside. Yeah. The Lions are offside there. Mirko Spagnolas driving, carrying Lions players with him for 10 meters, finally tackled. Oh, ball went backwards. Umanga. Another advantage. Mendy. My goodness. Michel Lamaro carries the ball forward. Lamaro. There's a Lions player getting treatment back there. I don't know if it's Bronson Mills. They kicked the ball in that direction. They're going to blow it dead. Safety first. Got a player strewn right in the middle of the pitch. They had to call that one dead. Was it Bronson Mills? I can't see. He looks a little big. Maybe Jared Cairns. No, it's Fenter. Ron Fenter. Clock stopped at 58:57 in this contest. Don't forget, folks, up next is the Bulls. We're hoping for a little more excitement in that game against Bordeaux. That should be a cracker of a game from Loftus Versfeld. Let's see where this occurred. Oh, he got hit in the jaw by a hip. That might be an HIA. Huh. Well, that's kind of sucky. Well, playing Bruno Mars at the stadium. Kills me when people see themselves on camera, how excited they get. This guy looks like Bruno Mars. A guy in his stance looks like Bruno Mars. This kid's having fun. All right, waiting for this one to get restarted. Here comes a kick from Benetton. Oh, that's good. And it's 11. 18-11. So Tomas Albanez, I think, it kicked that. 18-11 now. Well, just 7 points separate these two teams with 20 minutes left. Here's the kick down the pitch. It's going to be taken by, Kuhn Horn holds on to it, gets it off to Eric Carney. Carney goes wide now, cuts back towards the middle, gets away from that touch line, and the ruck is formed. Mornay Feinberg will dig it out. 19 minutes remaining. Lions turn it over. Oh, it's not good. Let these guys get back in the game. Bad move. Louis Lana, he's tackled 38 meters out. So the Ani with the carry. Now, Alessandro Garbisi is the scrum half now. He came into the game for Benetton. And the ball goes into touch. Who's it going to be? It's going to be a Benetton ball still. And Lions are being warned about something. When Vandenberg comes off the pitch. Oh, ball's knocked on. That's what happened there. The Lions wind up getting a penalty here for touching the jumper. They got lucky there because they lost that ball on the ground. So great kick by Chris Smith. Gets the Lions down inside of 22. Okay. Line out 6. Oh, knocked backwards by Nico Sten. And the Lions have turned this thing over. Jeez. Oh, man. No excuse for that. Just bad, not paying attention. Turns it over to Benetton. They have a scrum outside their 22. 64 minutes off the clock at this stage. Crouch. Golly, is it? And he got an advantage. Finally got an advantage. Benetton now comes over the 22. Ooh, nice pass. That's floating. Oh, Reno Smith on the outside. Picks up 20 meters. Still going. Spins. Still going forward. So that advantage must be over by this point. Tackle made by Frankie Horn. This game is still very much in the balance. Just a converted try separating these two teams with about 15 minutes left. Izakor on the far side. He's tackled. Oh, nice carry here. Benetton building some pressure here over midfield now. Oh, nearly break through. It's Ricardo Favretto. He's tackled just at the last moment there. Nice offload. That looked a little forward, but I guess it was flat. They're coming to the near side now. It's Benetton. A little pass left behind. Another pass back. No look. Ignacio Mendy. Mendy nearly breaks through. Tackled inside the 10-meter line. Ooh, try-saving tackle there by the Lions. Side entry by the Lions. Missed by the official as the ball was thrown out of there. Is that a knock-on? The Lions have the ball. Renzo Duplessis in the game. Another advantage here, so they're going to get a chance to kick this ball. Kelly Mpeku. Oh, nice pass to Kuhn Horn. Coming down the sideline. Oh, the Lions got three runners. Oh, Kelly Mpeku nearly lost it. He gets tackled at 22, trying to recover it. Side entry. That's bogus. He side entry there. So the Lions turn it over. And in the touch goes Kelly Mpeku with a big tackle here. But Kelly Mpeku was on the ground placing the ball, and the guy entered from the side. Why the heck was that not stopped? So Mpeku got all this started. Then he got the ball to Kuhn Horn. Cater. And then they got Kelly Mpeku, but side entry. Look, that's clearly side entry. You're not allowed to do that. The TV announcer is saying that's a great steal. That wasn't a great steal. It's illegal. But Mpeku put the guy in touch. Well done. So the Lions will have a line out here. Wow. A lot of excitement there for nothing. Got to stop in the clock again. 66-26. All right, finally the line out. Here we go. Oops, wasn't straight. Landsberg comes in, and so does Eddie Davids. So the whole front row is replaced now for. So Benetton gets a scrum here. The Lions screw the pooch again. Darian Landsberg comes in. I'm not sure who he came in from. Let me see. It's either Northnog or Oosthuizen, probably. It doesn't look like Oosthuizen's out there anymore. I can't see. There's Venter. 5. Yeah, he came in for Oosthuizen. Northnog was still out there. All right. 13 minutes left on the clock and a rather sleep-inducing contest here. Don't blame people for not being all that thrilled by it. Oh, and they leave it on the pitch. Kick forward by Kelly and Pekka, but what's the call here? Offside? He was offside. So the game's still very much in the balance here because of that penalty conversion earlier. Uh-oh. Going to TMO here. Looking for foul play here. Okay, let's see it. I wish this Butch James would be quiet so we could listen. Yeah, that's trouble for Kelly and Pekka. It's a yellow card. Yep, there's no doubt about that. Kelly and Pekka gets a yellow card. Can ill afford that at this stage. Very stupid move. 67-54. Because there was a man on the outside uncovered. Yep, that's a yellow card. Not good. Yeah, good coverage there. That's the right call. Jeez, stupid. Going to put them in good position here. So the Lions going to have to go most of the rest of the way short of player. Line out, not challenged this time. Benetton from the 37-meter line. They're going to come across the near side. In the middle of the ball is tackled. It comes loose, and the Lions have it. And there goes Renzo Duplessis, offloads to Bronson Mills. Bronson Mills holding on to that ball. They're trying to strip him midfield. He's tackled. And hands in the ruck there. And down the sideline, Renzo Duplessis just barely stays and does a great job to keep his feet from going in touch. He looked down and moved his feet back, and he gets tackled. The Lions, is that Labakanye? Is he back out there? No. Oh, my gosh. And here comes, wow. Benetton had it, and they lost the ball. They were running loose. That's Eddie Davids out there. So the Lions are going to kick it back the other way, but it winds up in Randall Smith's hand at 24-meter line. Boy, Benetton look like they're going to get a try for all the world there. That's going to 50-22 if somebody doesn't get to it. There it is. Chris Smith from inside his 22. Looks for touch. Hopefully puts it way back there with just about 10.5 minutes left. Getting a little carried away now here. It looks like Chris Smith's going a little male pattern baldness going there. Oh, my goodness. So, that's not the best mark. That should have been further than that. But it's on the Lions side of the pitch with 10 minutes left in the game. Game very much in balance here. 8 minutes on that yellow card. Line out successful. Here comes Benetton charging up to midfield towards the middle of the pitch. Oh, bowling through. And there's a nice power float. And there they go. The Lions are in trouble. That's going to be a try. That's going to be a try. Easy try for them. 70-11. Wow. Unbelievable. Missed tackle. Marin got the try. Lions choke. My goodness. Missed tackle here. And Renzo Duplessis got his socks faked out. Uncontested. Nobody touched him. 40 meters. Wow, that's atrocious. That's absolutely atrocious. That's painful to watch. That was painful to watch. Kelly Mpeku's stupid yellow card could cost his team this game. Wow, that was painful to watch, folks. Wow. Should be an easy conversion here. Wow. It's up. 18-18. Just like that. That was just stupid. Oh, my goodness. All these visits to inside the opposition's half and nothing. Johnny Lombard is out there now. Here comes Garbisi. Oh, nearly blocked over the top. Lions are going to get this around the 45-meter line, taken there by Kuhn Horn. He goes wide. It's a forward pass to Eric Cronier, but it's not called. They're still going forward. Cronier finally tackled the 42-meter line on the Benetton side of the pitch. The Lions need a penalty here and a kick. Is Chris Smith still out there, or was he replaced by Lombard? Nico Stem was tackled there. There goes Renzo Duplessis on the far side of the pitch. Ruck is formed. Nico Stem was tackled there without the ball. What the hell is this? Terrible kick. Goes backwards. Cronier runs it down. And he does a dummy. Oh, he stripped the ball, knocks it on. And here comes down the sideline, Reno Smith. He goes back to the inside. And Benetton has the ball. They're on the front foot now. The Lions really doing their best to give this game away. Eddie Davids. Mendy goes to the outside, and they overcook it. Now they're going to go. I think that was a long time for the advantage. Will that be... That would be the Lions' ball. Let's see if they get it in the scrum. 7 minutes left. Gee, many crickets. What a huge disappointment here, folks. 33-10 in that Saracens game. Boy, I picked Cardiff. They're getting slaughtered. All my games are going sideways now. Got a player down for Benetton. Clock stopped with 70. No, still running 73-27. 2 players down. Clock is still running, though. Whoops, got a Zuliani's going off the pitch. Looks like he's in a bit of pain there. Who's replacing him? Lamoureux's coming back in. Okay, clock is stopped. That's running again. So it's a Lions lineup from their own 10-meter line. They've got it. Here's a kick by Gianni Lombard down around the 20. Oh, it's dropped. Oh, that's not a forward. That's not locked forward. Oh, come on. Everyone thought that was a knock-on. And that's a forward pass there, not called. Unbelievable. That was clearly a forward pass by Benetton. Lina now, and Benetton down all the way to the Lions' 30-meter line. And it cut through the middle. Lions are looking like melted butter here. There's no defense. Gaps everywhere. Inside the 22. Forward pass again. Another forward pass. Lost forward. They're saying it's lost backwards. That was lost forward. Forward passes all over the place. Down to 5-meter line. This is unbelievable. This is allowed to continue. Lions with huge gaps. There's a gap. Marin scores again. There's where multiple forward passes in that sequence. Where's the TMO at? Where is the TMO? There's no way that's a try. but they've not said anything. Where's the TMO? I call them as they happen. Okay, here we go. There's the forward pass right there. Look at that. Big time forward pass. Before he even got to midfield. Well, let's see this again. Are they going to overturn it? They're not overturning it. Unbelievable. Kick is no good. They didn't overturn that. That was clearly a forward pass. I can't believe that this isn't overturned. Unbelievable. How is that not overturned? We threw it forward. You could see the 50-meter line. The ball was thrown towards the 50-meter line. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That is bullshit. That's a horrible play. Wow. Wow, I cannot believe it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is shocker. Cannot believe that counted. Lions line out with just 3 minutes left. Gee, many crickets. Bronson Mills, Johnny Lombard, Creel. These substitutions came too late. Oh, Nico Sten. Eric Cronier digs it out. They got 2.5 minutes to score and convert. Unbelievable. Got a 10-point lead. It's 18-8. Nice hand there by Johnny Lombard. There's Darian Landsberg. Renzo Duplessis needs some of his magic. Oh. And they turn it over to Louis Lana, and they're going to score again. Yep. No, knocked on. Oh, lost it at the line. No try. Well, the Lions are in deep trouble here. Drop goal. It's good. 26-18. It's all falling apart for the Lions here. Oh, my goodness. And there goes a point for the Lions to get nothing out of this. The Lions show their true colors here. A drop goal. Tomas Albanos. Perfect kick right down the middle. Drop goal. And inside of 22, 30 seconds away. Lions are going to choke this one away. Bulls coming up. This game, such a mess. Lions had 18-8 lead just a few minutes ago, and now they're losing 26. Wow. Insanity, folks. Absolute insanity. Oh, boy. Disappointing, to say the very least. There's the hooter. Oh, they want more points. Louis Lina on the outside. Kelly Mpeku is back in the pitch, who cost his team this game. All the way up to inside 10-meter line. The Lions get it. That's the game. And the Lions get nothing out of this effort, which they were leading by 10 points just a few minutes ago. What an absolute embarrassing disaster. An embarrassing disaster at Ellis Park. Letting Benetton come in here, they dominated them. But they didn't put the ball in scoring. Kept saying that was a problem. Bulls are coming up here in a few minutes, folks. Wow, that is just a shocker. Final score. Psh. Wow. But that one try was definitely not a try. Unbelievable. I don't know what to say. Don't know what to say. It's just well done to Benetton, not giving up and coming back and winning this game. All right, that's going to be it. I'll wrap it up there. We got the Bulls coming up here in a few minutes. My goodness, what a disappointment. What a letdown. Bulls come up at 10:15. Okay. All right, got time for a little bit of break here then. Jeez. Well, so much for that pick. My weekend's going to go to crap. Yep. Oh, well. You're welcome, Marilyn. I was wondering where you're at. You're a Lions fan. The Lions just fell apart. Yep, they let me down. You can't pick them. One week they're gangbusters, next week they're crap. They were crap today. Final score from Ellis Park in Johannesburg, 26-18. And because of that drop goal, the Lions don't even get a bonus point. They're leading by 10 points with like less than 20 minutes to go, and they lose and don't get a bonus point. All right, guys. See you here shortly on the Bulls broadcast coming up shortly. Okay. All right. So that'll do it. Shame. Cheers.